An Arizona mother sues the state after alleging child abuse warnings were ignored before her 10-year-old daughter was killed. West Nile virus cases surge across Arizona to the highest total in the nation. ADOT wants your funniest highway safety messages, and Arizona ranchers say high beef prices aren't coming down anytime soon. Good morning, Central Arizona. I'm Randy Roberson, and this is Tonto-TV, your Central Arizona news.
From Prescott and Payson to Sholo, Flagstaff to Fountain Hills, Tonto-TV.com. We don't tell you what to think, just the facts, ma'am.
Topping our news today, a heartbreaking lawsuit filed against the state of Arizona is raising new questions about the Department of Child Safety and whether warning signs were ignored before a 10-year-old girl was murdered. The wrongful death lawsuit was filed by the mother of Rebecca Baptiste, who died last July after investigators say she suffered prolonged abuse at the hands of her father and his girlfriend. According to the complaint, Department of Child Safety received at least 19 separate reports over an 18-month period from teachers, social workers, nurses, police officers, and hospital staff alleging the children were being beaten, starved, and abused. Despite those reports, attorneys say the agency repeatedly closed investigations without removing the children from the home. The lawsuit even alleges that after Rebecca escaped to a quick trip seeking help, police documented her injuries and Phoenix Children's Hospital reported suspected abuse, yet she was returned to the very people she identified as her abusers. Rebecca died 3 days after being found critically injured in Holbrook. Her father, Richard Baptiste, and Ansia Woods both face murder charges. The family's attorney says the lawsuit isn't just about accountability, but preventing another tragedy. Rebecca's death became one of several high-profile child abuse cases that prompted lawmakers and Governor Katie Hobbs to push for reforms within Arizona's child protection system. In other news, Arizona is leading the nation in West Nile virus infections this year, and health officials warn the worst of mosquito season hasn't even arrived. According to the CDC, Arizona has reported 61 confirmed cases and 5 deaths so far this year, more than any other state in the country. Most of those cases have been reported in Maricopa County, where infections have nearly doubled compared to this time last year. Doctors say they're seeing more patients with the virus than they've seen in years. West Nile virus is spread through mosquito bites, and while many infected people never develop symptoms, severe cases can affect the brain and nervous system. Health officials say August and September are typically the busiest months for transmission, making mosquito protection especially important. Experts recommend eliminating standing water around homes, using insect repellent, wearing long sleeves outside during dawn and dusk, and seeking medical care if symptoms such as fever, confusion, or severe headaches develop. Well, time for a quick break, and when we come back, ADOT is once again looking for your best highway safety slogan. And later, Arizona ranchers explain why beef prices could remain high for years to come. All that and more coming up next. Ponderosa Plumbing is Central Arizona's go-to plumbing team. For decades, homeowners, builders, and businesses have trusted Ponderosa Plumbing AZ for new construction, remodels, repairs, sewer and drain service, high-definition camera inspections, water heater installation, water treatment systems, and expert slab leak repair. When experience matters, when quality matters, when getting it done right the first time matters, Ponderosa Plumbing delivers. Locally owned, highly trusted, serving all of Central Arizona with honesty, craftsmanship, and unmatched know-how. Located at 107 West Wade Lane, Suite number 5 in Payson, call Ponderosa Plumbing AZ today at 928-476-4727. Ponderosa Plumbing AZ. Experience you can trust, quality you can count on. Well, welcome back. In other news, If you've ever laughed at one of Arizona's clever electronic highway signs, well, now's your chance to write one yourself. The Arizona Department of Transportation has launched its annual Safety Message Contest for the 10th straight year. ADOT is asking the public to submit short, creative traffic safety messages that could appear on overhead electronic signs across Arizona highways. The messages must focus on safe driving and fit within 3 lines of 18 characters each. No hashtags, emojis, or website addresses are allowed. After submissions close on August 4th, ADOT will choose finalists before asking the public to vote for their favorites. Officials say the campaign is more than entertainment. Since roughly 90% of crashes are caused by driver behavior, they're hoping a memorable message encourages drivers to slow down, stay focused, and make safer choices behind the wheel. In other news, if you've noticed beef prices climbing at the grocery store, don't expect relief anytime soon. An Arizona cattle rancher says rebuilding the nation's cattle supply could take another 5 to 8 years. Tim Peterson of Arizona Grass-Raised Beef says U.S. cattle inventories have dropped to their lowest level in 70 years, while consumer demand continues to rise. He says reopening livestock imports through the Douglas Port of Entry next month will help, but only modestly. The border was closed last year because of concerns over the New World screwworm, a parasite capable of killing livestock. Peterson says the industry remains vigilant, but believes wildlife and companion animals may pose a greater risk than imported cattle. Meanwhile, ranchers across Arizona continue working with state and federal agencies to prepare for any potential outbreaks, while hoping growing herds eventually bring beef prices back down. Well, a quick break, and when we come back, an extreme heat warning is now in effect for much of central Arizona, and some communities could experience the hottest temperatures of the year. Your complete weather forecast and more coming up next.
I'm Garrett Goldman, and this year my wife and I decided to remodel our home. The home was built as a period-specific home modeled after an 1800s farmhouse and had single-pane windows which were very inefficient. When we started the planning process, we interviewed several window companies to retrofit the existing windows in our house, and we chose Lowry's Window and Door as our contractor. The reason we picked Lowry's is their customer service. The owner of the company, Bobby Lowry, came out to our house multiple times to identify a window that would fit within the existing windows, and then also a method that would allow us to keep all of the existing woodwork in the house and not have to redo any of it. Looking at all of the options for windows, we chose Pella double-pane windows for our house because of their look and also their ability to be retrofitted into the existing window frames. Since completion of the project, we absolutely love our new dual-pane Pella windows. I would recommend Lowry's for anybody looking to retrofit your existing windows or a new build because of their experience, craftsmanship, and exceptional customer service.
Well, taking a look now at central Arizona weather, today will be another hot one with highs ranging from the upper 80s up around Heber to near 110 degrees in Tonto Basin. Payson reaches about 99, Prescott 95, Sedona 103, and Globe will climb to around 103 under an extreme heat warning. Tonight stays warm with overnight lows generally in the mid-60s in the higher country to the lower 80s in the deserts. Most locations stay dry, although Heber carries about a 30% chance for an afternoon thunderstorm, while Prescott has only a slight chance. Elsewhere, sunshine dominates. Looking ahead, monsoon activity continues to taper off through the weekend as high pressure strengthens over Arizona. That means temperatures continue climbing. Payson is expected to top out around 102 on Friday before reaching 104 degrees on Saturday. Tonto Basin climbs to 112 on Friday and around 113 degrees on Saturday, with Globe also seeing dangerous triple-digit heat. Well, as of tomorrow, communities such as Payson will also have an extreme heat warning in effect, and those warnings will remain in effect through Sunday evening in Globe, Tonto Basin, Payson, and much of southern Gila County, where afternoon temperatures between 97 and 115 degrees are expected. Relief begins early next week as temperatures slowly ease back toward seasonal levels, while slight chances for afternoon thunderstorms return Tuesday and become more widespread by next Wednesday. So if you'll be spending time outdoors this weekend, drink plenty of water, take frequent breaks in the shade, avoid strenuous afternoon activity whenever possible, and remember to never leave children or pets inside parked vehicles. And finally, cell phones in the classroom may soon become much harder to find. A new Pew Research Center survey shows growing public support for restricting student cell phone use in schools. 77% of American adults now support banning phones during classroom instruction, while nearly half also support keeping phones off limits throughout the entire school day. Researchers say support has increased across every age group since last year. Many adults believe reducing cell phone use would improve classroom behavior, boost academic performance, and strengthen face-to-face social interaction. Well, that survey comes as more than 20 states have already adopted all-day cell phone bans, while dozens of others have implemented restrictions limiting student phone use during school hours. As schools continue looking for ways to reduce distractions, it appears more parents and taxpayers believe putting the phone away may be one lesson worth learning. And that's our report for today. Before we go, thank you for making Tonto-TV your source for Central Arizona news. Every day, thousands of you watch our newscast, weather updates, and special reports, and we're truly grateful for your support. If you enjoy what we're doing, please help us continue to grow by liking, following, and sharing Tonto-TV on social media. You can also find our latest reports anytime at Tonto-TV.com and CentralArizonaRadio.com. For Tonto-TV, I'm Randy Roberson. Make it a great day. Hey, it's Friday Eve.
From Prescott and Payson to Sholo, Flagstaff to Fountain Hills, Tonto-TV.com. We don't tell you what to think, just the facts, ma'am. Woo!